And now, the big one. It's time for the A final from the Neo 08. And once again, with your race commentary, it's John Hindhoff.
The Honglaw buggy of Taylor James is on pole position, courtesy of his win in one of the semi-finals. The other semi-final was won by Adam Drake, but in a slightly slower time, so he's on position 2. Grid 3 is Darren Bloomfield, and Grid 4, Mike True from the United States of America. From Grid 5, it's Jörn Neumann, the German driver, and on 6, Daniel Vega from Spain. 7 is the Team Losi buggy of Yannick Alguin, and 8 is Lee Martin on the Associated. The bright yellow of number 9 is Richard Saxton on another Associated. 10 is Miguel Matias from Portugal on the Kyosho. 11 is Greg Degani, and 12 is Riccardo Rabitti from Italy. His countryman David Tortorici is in 13, and 14th is Chad Bradley from the USA. Stand by for action then on the final for the buggies. They're on the grid. Oh, a little bit of a jump there from grid 6. That was Daniel Vega, who had a little bit of a go, but he got the car stopped, and already we're off and running. And it's Taylor James who leads out. Oh, there's a slight mistake there from Adam Drake in second, and he's gone backwards. Still in third though, but no, now in second as Drake retakes second position. So it's as you were, James, Drake, Bloomfield, 1, 2 and 3. As we come round to complete this hectic first lap, the leader up on 2 wheels for a moment there, but got out of the throttle and got all 4 back on the dirt. Just this little tricky end section now as we come round to complete lap number 1, this longish race, and we will need a pit stop across the whoops and the tabletop. I do like this part of the circuit, very technical. And it's still Taylor James, Hong No. 8 different types of buggy in this race. Plenty of variety. Second place now beginning to gain just a little bit. That's Adam Drake as they come to the tabletop. Just beginning to close in, and the leader's gone! The leader's gone again! Wow, we've seen this happen in the semi-finals. Taylor James got out of sync with the track, and through goes Adam Drake, and through into a monster lead, especially for this early on in the race. Looked like Bloomfield was held up just a little bit when the erstwhile leader, Taylor James, went off. So Bloomfield it is now, left with the task of chasing down Adam Drake. Oh dear me. All getting a bit unnecessary in the battle for the minor places. Remember, this is it. This is the final. There's no more racing after this. So it's all or nothing now. And there is Bloomfield on the Losi 8, second position. See if we can pick up our leader on the infield. There he is, the distinctive yellow wheels of the Losi 8 of Adam Drake, heading off into the hairpin, and Bloomfield is catching him just gently, reeling him in. You can see the dirt has dried out over the course of this 4-day meeting, and it's starting to break up a little bit. The organisers wet it down each evening, but we're into the last race now, and it's showing the signs of 4 days of intensive competition here at Telford. This is the battle for the lead we're watching. Very early stages of this final for the buggies in the Neo Invitational for 2008. 100 or so competitors have been whittled down to the last 14. And these, at the moment, are the best 2 of them. Drake leading Bloomfield. USA versus United Kingdom. And just fascinating to me to watch how some of the drivers and buggies are better over some parts of the circuit than others. There's the leader, clicks off another lap. Oh, lovely speedy drift there through that right-hander, but he seemed to scrub off a little bit too much speed, and yes, second place driver is catching up. just got to let these cars run through the corners so that you're not trying to get them in so tight as Bloomfield just got it again slightly off kilter. But look, he's still closing in. He's pushing hard now. Really hard. Almost within striking distance of the leader. Battle for 1 and 2. And back to complete another lap. Here they come through the timing. Boehner has just a little dive down the inside by Bloomfield, and surely it won't be long before he'll have a proper look. And the leader beginning to feel some pressure there. No sign of any back markers to get in the way as yet. Over the whoops, and they're both flying the double part at the start of it. Now into this technical section, all about grip. You can see the polished surface that's been run over countless thousands of times. Little mistake by the leader, missed the apex just ever so slightly there. Imagine the concentration levels of the guys on the podium here driving these buggies. Really is about concentration and rhythm and getting yourself into the circuit. They've had lots of laps, of course, over the course of this meeting. Practice, qualifying, and for the final 14, of course, also a semi-final before we've come to this final dash for the title. And this is the battle for the lead, and it's enthralling. Just get the feeling that the second place buggy is beginning to push that little bit harder on the leader. Oh, and too hard as Bloomfield goes off and onto the bumpers that delineate the edge of the track. And I think he's lost second. He has. Through has come Taylor James into second position. Fair play though, because Bloomfield hasn't given it up. He's having a look down the inside, and dear me, that's Taylor James rolling it. Took too much speed into the fast right-hander at the end of the start-finish straight. The left-hand wheels just can't keep the buggy on the ground. I'm afraid physics was taking over there. So as you were, as far as first and second's concerned, but the gap between them now much increased. Leader still controlling it though. Let's have a look at some battles down the field. That's Greg Degani and Jörn Neumann going up the inside and taking the position. Ooh, Greg Degani will not like that. Was he half asleep there? Left the door wide open. And Neumann on the, well, he's calling it a Serpent, a prototype car that he's developing. I think it has shares some DNA with another car. Oh, now that looks like a retirement there. And that's Darren Bloomfield's car. Oh, dear me. Now there's Dave Spatchett, the current 112 world champion, and that's game over, I'm afraid. Bloomfield out. One of the top runners is gone. So back with the leader, Adam Drake, on the Team Losai 8. GRP engine powering him around this complex circuit. Nice bit of marshalling there. Let's have no messing about. Well in the thick of back markers, and he comes in for the pit stop. Quick refuel. Engine still running, and off he goes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to do a pit stop without losing any time whatsoever. And I actually think he may have got back out in the lead there. So moving into the last quarter of the race with a pit stop still to go, remember, so this far from all over. Watching now the battle for second place. It's Taylor James from Mike True. Two Americans battling it out for second and third position. Must be having difficulty seeing the buggies on the far side of the track now. The brightness of the afternoon giving way to early evening light, and by no means as much coming in through the open doors. Even our cameras struggling now, and they are making the best of the light, I can tell you that. Across the start line again, and this battle has just been raging on. How these guys pace themselves through the better part of an hour's worth of racing, I really don't know. The concentration levels have to be kept up all the time. We've seen, haven't we, even in the shorter races, that as soon as you make a slight mistake, you're penalised. Good heavens above. Mike True goes by Taylor James, just as we were talking about trying to keep yourself motivated, the concentration levels up, a tiny mistake, and look, he's all over the place at the moment. There's Mike True coming off to complete another lap. No, he's dived off into the pit lane, so that will be his final stop. So this is a chance for Taylor James to get that position back, but he's going to have a cracking lap here. Oh, and he's not done it. He knew he had to push hard to try and make back that time, with his major contender for second place making his last pit stop at the moment. Here comes the pole man. Now, will he stay out front of the lap or will he go round again? It's about that time. He can fuel to the end from here. These buggies run anything between 10 and 13 minutes, just depending on how good you are on the sticks. And he does comes in on the very next lap, so this has got to be absolutely clean to have any chance of getting out. And oh, it's superb. Oh, and he's just ruined it as he goes out. It was a fantastic pit stop for the fuel, but he clips the edge of the ramp on the way out, and that's cost him second place. Through has gone Mike True into second place. Well, look, the in and the refuel was perfect, but just catches the left rear wheel on the post on the exit of the ramp, and that is very costly indeed. Oh dear, he's not going to be happy with that at all, is he? Well, there's Adam Drake, still concentrating, still working hard as the Team Losi 8 buggy is on the far side of the track now. The GRP engine still running on that Trinity fuel. This looks like another win for the United States. Just half a lap to go now. Time has expired. It's getting very dark and even a little bit cold. Won his semi-final, started from grid 2, and when others around him were losing places, he kept his head, kept his pace, kept his consistency, and he is going to come round to win it. So the podium is completely populated by the United States of America. Taylor James in third position. Could have been a little better for him, but for that bungled pit stop at the end of the race. Mike True in second, making it a 1-2 for Team Losi. Adam Drake taking the spoils.
With Mike True and Adam Drake. Adam, once again, the winner of the Neo.
Yeah, cars worked great. One big advantage was with the GRP engines and nitrotane fuel. We were able to go a long ways on pit stops and just kind of pace ourselves and just run a smooth, clean race.
Both of you very fast, but noticeable you're running 12 minutes. Mike, you're running 10 minutes per stop, so you actually have a pit stop in hand. I mean, obviously, I was thinking, oh, you've got different engines, but you've got the same fuel, same engine, same car. Why the different strategies?
Kind of just played it safe, just in case something happened, or, he got a little bit better mileage than me, but I was still capable of 12, but just wanted to play safe, and it worked out. We, finished 1-2. Couldn't ask for more.
Is there much you can do with your driving style to conserve fuel?
I mean, there is, but Mike and I run pretty much the exact same clutch setup, pipe, everything. We had very, very close to the same fuel mileage, but there's really no point in both of us pushing it. I mean, as the big deal is winning as a group effort, as a team for Losi and GRP, and he just played it a little more conservative in case something happened. So.
Alan's been here before, he's won here before, but did you enjoy your trip to the UK?
Yeah, it was awesome. I've been here one other time for the Nova Rossi GP, but Neo Buggy is an awesome event.
Well, perhaps we come back next time, but we'll try and make it a bit warmer next time.
Let's hope.
And best of luck for the Worlds this year.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.